Hello, Star Wars fans. We are here, San Diego Comic-Con. We're so excited to be here. Oh my gosh. We just had an amazing panel. The energy was amazing.
Yes, it was.
So much funny.
It's always
so
fantastic
much fun.
here. Yeah.
It was also so funny, but it was so much fun.
It's always so revitalizing to like come to Comic-Con and stuff. Like it's nice to finally be able to like show off everything we've been working on.
Talk to fans in person.
Yes.
All the FaceTime and interaction is just fantastic.
It's great.
I'm sorry for all of those that couldn't join us live at the panel, but for those at home, we did wanted to quickly recap everything that we did show today. Don't want to miss out, so we wanted to make sure everyone knew. So we're going to quickly go through it. We'll do a quick round of intros. My name is Jing. I work on marketing.
I'm Chris on design.
And I'm Eric. I'm also on design.
And we're going to do something different since I have, wonderful designers with me. I'll have Eric reveal all the Black Series figures or recap all the Black Series figures. Chris will recap all of the vintage figures. Emily could not join us today here at the con. We're thinking of her. She's here with us
in spirit.
And you will represent.
And clearly her influence in the booth, yes.
Yes, so. And you will represent, Chris, and do her proud, I'm sure.
I can't live up to Emily, but I will try.
Okay, so we're going to quickly go through it. Our first entertainment for today was Star Wars Acolyte.
Yeah.
Amazing show that just wrapped up.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. I loved watching it and like lots of really crazy twists and turns that I wasn't expecting, especially coming out of like Star Wars. It was a wild ride.
A journey, to say the least. So we have a few figures that were tied to this entertainment that were revealed at the panel. One actually was revealed yesterday at Lucasfilm's publishing panel. Star Wars Stories from a Galaxy Far, Far Away panel. Sorry, I just had to make sure I said it completely accurately. And so the author actually revealed this first figure, so we want to talk about it.
Yeah, so this is Vanessa Rowe, who first made her appearance in the High Republic novels, and she made her live-action debut in The Acolyte, so it was really cool to finally get to see her make the jump from the pages into the TV shows, into reality. So this is a new figure. She has a PVC skirt that goes all the way down to her ankles. Has her nice purple lightsaber. Yep. Has the soft goods robes, and she has those head tattoos, the
inkjet on her face is really.
Oh, we're really happy with that. Yeah, and
great.
The skin tone and everything, like the green skin tone, really blends in well with the inkjet and really helps to give her a lot of depth and everything.
Yeah. It's the portrait for sure for me.
Yeah.
It looks
the portrait
amazing.
really sells it on this one.
Amazing on this one.
Yeah, and the packaging, Marie, our packaging designer, did a really phenomenal job on these, and we're really excited to be able to have like this kind of robust line for the Acolyte.
And this one's number 8 in that Acolyte series.
Number 8. It's
again, like that really cool artwork.
It is.
Like here, you're seeing the artwork on the back, but it's that same sort of artwork on the side of the box, like we do on all the Black Series figures. So.
Like you said, Eric, number 8 in this lineup.
Number 8.
It is our mainline item.
Yes, it is.
And it's going up for pre-order tomorrow, 7/27 at 5 p.m. Eastern time. So moving on, our next figure that we revealed, part of the same entertainment, but a smaller size.
A little bit smaller. Yeah, cute little
cute
Basil here.
Yes.
Yeah, and he was a really cute little character to be able to have in the show. Cute alien species, the Jedi tracker. And on this figure, he is brand new, completely new tooling.
Yeah.
He has an articulating visor, as you can see here. You can come down to the booth also and see that here. So he has the articulating visor. He also comes with Pip. Because he does interact with Pip in the show. He does. Yeah. And really cool articulation. We have the painted fingernails. We have some of the fur coming through the gloves and the boots and everything. We have a lot of nice
there's a lot packed into that package of that.
Yeah.
For such a small character, he has a lot of detail, and we felt like we really captured that kind of curious look that he has in the show. He's kind of scurrying around and stuff, and we were really happy with how this guy turned out.
We talked about the portrait for the last figure, Vernestra, and then you see the portrait on this one.
Exactly, and the portrait's very different.
It's so good, though.
And we're still able to use the inkjet on these, even though he has more of a
really
snout.
Helps with that fur.
It does.
And, the subtleties of that face. And
it's an amazing figure, and such a cute packaging artwork.
And this one's number 7 in that line. So we jumped a little ahead, now we're back. So, and
it really helps to fill out that entire kind of mural on the entire side of these.
Yeah.
Being able to have all of these all together.
Yeah,
It looks
adorable,
really
adorable
nice.
Great
creature.
lineup.
Yeah.
Yes. So for this one, also mainline item, available spring of 2025. If something is up for pre-order, it's all the same details. Tomorrow, 7/27 at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. This one's mainline, so you could also get it at Hasbro Pulse. So amazing 2 figures that we showed at this convention.
Yeah, and it really helps to kind of round out that line, and especially since we have all the other ones here on display. For the Acolyte, being able to show these other 2 characters kind of in conjunction with those, it's really cool to have them all there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Moving on to the next show. We're actually just going to go through a ton of shows.
Oh yeah,
Today.
Lots of shows.
We're hitting them all as much as
Yes,
we can.
we
So
are.
the next one, Andor.
Yeah.
Andor, fan favorite, amazing show.
I loved season 1. Season 1 was amazing,
good.
and I am so excited for season 2.
Yes.
And here we have a brand new Andor. So this is in an outfit that we do see him in. It's kind of similar to an outfit that we see in Rogue One.
Yeah, I think it's been pretty well said that we'll see the full story arc all the way up to the point where we meet Andor in Rogue One, and this is that outfit.
Yeah, it's that kind of connecting outfit.
Connective tissue, yeah. So
Yeah,
it's-
and like I said, this figure is completely new as well. He comes with 2 blasters, and he also, this I think is our best likeness of Andor to date. We are really happy with likeness on this one. It's something that
every
I can
one
really
of these
dial
like,
that
it
in.
just tunes in a little bit more every time.
It does. And it's a
More
game
and
of
more
subtleties. Yeah. Just like trying to get the eyes, like you move them a millimeter down, a millimeter up. You
It
lighten
matters
Well, that's
so
not even
much.
that. It's
It
like
makes a huge
tenth of a
difference.
millimeter.
Yeah,
sometimes
it's
to make
such
it
a
look good.
huge difference, and sometimes you
Yeah.
take the eyebrows, you bring them down by like 10% opacity, and then that can sometimes make the difference in whether or not it looks like the character.
Yeah.
So we had to have another one of the heroes.
We
to your
did.
point of the subtleties and making sure we're doing that
Yeah.
connection, right,
Yep.
between Andor and Rogue One.
Yeah.
So amazing figure, amazing packaging. I love when we have hero showing up with heroic moments.
Yes.
Because like seeing him
Uh-huh.
look off to the distance, it's awesome.
Yeah, it's really like kind of inspiring, and it just
Inspiring,
looks
yeah.
like the character is like, just like having this captured, just this really heroic captured
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah, then the team, as always, like just continuing to deliver on that artwork on the side.
Yeah.
Of things.
Yes.
It's so cool.
Another mainline item,
Yep.
fall 2024. Same pre-order details as everything that we just shared. So great figure. Go get it tomorrow.
Yeah.
One more. You have the hero. We're going to have a villain. Tell
And
us about
now we
Dedra.
have Daedra. She was
Yeah.
a standout in season 1.
Yes.
So this is in an outfit, in her Imperial officer outfit.
Super iconic look.
A really iconic look. She was a really intimidating villain. I was really happy
not
with
wanna mess
Daedra.
with her,
She was
yeah.
really cool.
Yeah.
And this figure does use that kind of Imperial officer base that we do have, but we did make all the adjustments in order to make her accurate to how she appears in
Her,
the
yeah,
show.
yeah.
She comes with a blaster as well as the large data pad that she's
Yes.
seen walking around with. So you can kind of see here her utilizing that data pad. You can kind of hold it multiple orientations, but she holds it really well and like kind of just feels dynamic and like she's kind of judging you as she walks in.
You want to see what secrets she's looking at.
You do.
on that data pad.
Yeah, and we have a nice like fade on her hair to be able to give like the
The highlights.
Yeah.
The
Tell me about the
highlights.
highlights.
the highlights. You know, I'm a master at knowing about hairstyles and stuff.
Well, I screwed up mine, so yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll let you cover the hair.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
you can tell. I mean, I appreciate the highlights. And
Good. I'm glad
the
you do.
attention to detail that you put on her highlights, going from the darker brown, you
Yeah.
know, to the blonde. It looks
Yeah,
It
it
looks
gives
good.
a lot of like good depth to the hair.
yes. I like it. Sorry,
you.
we talked too much about the hair, but I just had to appreciate that for a second.
Yes.
It is a great villain to bring to the
It
the
is.
figures that
Yeah.
came from the show.
And another one in
Amazing.
that great lineup of,
Yeah.
of the Andor
Yes.
series.
Which we
so,
all
yeah.
loved. Absolutely adored. So it's
Quick look here
mainline.
at the packaging again for her. Yeah, very cool.
She's menacing in this
She
packaging.
is.
She's ready
Very
for business.
menacing in this
She
one.
has her data pad. You don't know what secrets she has in there. She's ready to do some stuff. So yeah, it's
Did we
it's
pack it
amazing
out with the
artwork.
screen to the back? I think we did.
Oh, we might have.
You can't see the screen.
That's okay.
Our
We
secret.
got to keep the secrets a secret.
It's
Mainline
the ISB. You don't
figure.
want to cross the ISB.
No, you do not.
Okay. Mainline figure fall 2024. So Andor and Dedra are not available for pre-order. Those two figures are actually just revealed today. More details to come in the future, but for those two figures only, we are not pre-ordering it. But they are mainline and they're coming in the fall. Okay, moving on. Next entertainment, we have Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Just wrapped up last year. I remember last year around this time at San Diego, we were just talking about Ahsoka.
Yeah.
You know, like crazy.
Yeah, some amazing characters in the show.
Yeah, so now this year feels reminiscent. We come back. There's a few more characters we wanted to bring out for that one. So
Yeah, they're always like those surprise characters, surprise outfits, those things that like
Yeah, that we really want to make sure entertainment
Exactly.
feeds on some of that stuff, and
Yeah.
then we can follow because they're so meaningful. Like
They are.
They maintain relevancy.
we're actually going
And
to do
here's a
some
great
vintage
example.
ones.
Yeah.
We're going to start with some vintage.
Yeah, and the first one up, Thrawn. So I think everybody will be pretty excited about this for vintage collection. And an amazing character. Like we've all known about Thrawn, and Thrawn kind of brought a lot of us, people of my generation, back into Star Wars originally, and then to see him come to live action
Yes.
in the Ahsoka series.
yeah, reading him in Heir to the Empire, and then seeing how they translated him to not only Rebels and then also into Ahsoka. It was really cool to see him like get into the canon and
Yeah.
reintroduced.
He was really, it was amazing to
It
get
was.
him in live action. And the portrait on this one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Another great portrait.
The team. I mean, our sculptors.
Oh yeah.
I mean, do not get enough credit. Like
They
we
do
talk
not.
about them a lot, and it's not enough because
Yeah.
like the team just continues to nail things
Yeah.
like this. And for a character who's not, I would say Thrawn doesn't really have a lot of action sequences, but man, like when you can nail Thrawn just standing there and he looks intimidating,
Exactly.
that's cool.
Yeah, it's like getting that stature, that like just kind of dead stare where it looks like
you
he's
know
like
he's
staring
judging
directly through you, and like being able to get like the arms behind his back where he's like kind of
Yeah.
standing at attention, but like and I think they did a phenomenal job in capturing that in this.
Yeah, so the
really
updates
cool.
for the vintage one in particular, obviously the likeness, the live action likeness that we saw from the show, which was amazing to capture. And there are also other slight adjustments like his skin tone to really match the live action that we
Yeah,
showed as well.
right.
So subtle differences there as well. But we wanted to make sure we got Thrawn from Ahsoka
I
out
love
there.
that. He's pinching your neck.
And he is another mainline figure, fall 2024. This one is up for pre-orders. The same details as the other ones that we've heard about that are up for pre-order tomorrow, 7/27, 5 p.m. Eastern Time, mainline item,
Right, and
including
he
Hasbro
is-
Pulse.
Yeah, and he is VC 337 for everybody wondering about that.
Yeah,
So.
we're trying to put out VC numbers as much as possible because we know fans are constantly looking for it. So we're trying to put it in all of the articles, on the slides here. So
Yeah, and just making sure everybody stays on top of that. All right, but
Okay.
he's not the last one from Ahsoka. I think we can't do Ahsoka without Ahsoka herself. So here's the great alternate look for Ahsoka, that white outfit from, I can never pronounce the planet name properly, but I think you got it there. Peridia. There you go.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, see,
Peridia.
I'm going to flub that every time I try and say that.
Yeah, it's okay.
it's that
For some
iconic
reason, this mouth
white
does
outfit.
not say that. I don't know. I can't make it happen.
We can practice.
But
Peridia.
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 See, I can repeat it back like a parrot, but I can't. But here you go, a great look at her. Like, just some tweaks to that likeness. She's got that new headband. The subtle outfit changes. I think it's really cool stuff. Like you can see her forearm, with the wraps on it.
And even just the nice color palette change really helped to make this version of her pop.
Yeah.
And
So
she just
iconic.
even though she has a very similar outfit structurally in some ways, like
It's
it just
different.
looks like an entirely different outfit.
It's very different, and
Well,
I know there
like
were a
that
lot of
moment
changes.
when she comes back in this outfit.
Yeah.
too, it's like you weren't quite sure what was going on.
No.
I mean, and characters in the show didn't know at all, and then she shows back up like this. It was really powerful.
It was cool.
So there are, I mean, to your point, Eric, like, you know, sometimes there are some similarities to the Ahsokas that we've done in the past. But there's quite a bit of new tools
There
in this
is.
one.
Yeah.
There's quite a bit of updates. Her arms, her legs, her tiara, her lengthened leku, for those
Yeah.
that are noticing the details.
Yeah.
And obviously, just visually, her in this iconic white outfit that we saw at the end of the season. It was just amazing to have. So we wanted to make sure we had this one out.
Yeah.
Another mainline figure, fall 2024, pre-order. I'm not going to spew the details again. Same thing tomorrow, including Hasbro Pulse. So definitely get it tomorrow. VC338 for this one.
338, yeah.
You had it in vintage. I just said that is iconic. We had to have it, so of course.
Yep.
Yeah. So we also wanted to do it in Black Series.
Yeah.
We wanted to make sure that Emily and I, when we were designing our respective versions of this, we really spoke a lot to each other about making sure that this was consistent between the two lines. We wanted to make sure that they looked like the same character, that they were pulled from the same cloth. So we made a lot of the same updates. We ended up going with the longer Leiku. That was something that the creators of the show really talked about a lot, was the fact that they wanted to lengthen those Leiku and make them a little bit more realistic.
Yes.
So that was something that we did as well in this figure. Updated the tiara, updated the torso, the arms, the legs.
Well, and even all the subtleties of the different colors on her, that light gray.
Yeah, exactly.
Off-whites, all that stuff. And I love that the way we work, that we can do that sort of collaboration and make sure to line up across them.
And it really helps too to do some of these like at the same time too, because we can a lot of times like
Work
there are a lot of
together.
like cooks in the kitchen trying to make sure that we get like her updated skin tone correct, or make sure that like is the reference we're seeing on that like actually accurate to
Yes.
like what we want and stuff, and what the show what's showing up in the
Well,
show.
it's double the number of eyes on it from how
It
we
is.
might normally do a figure, where it would be one team doing it.
Exactly.
And the other team later follows.
Yeah.
This way, everybody's on that
Exactly.
at the same time. So you get a lot of great
Yeah,
collaboration.
and this one, had a lot of great updates, a lot of the same ones that we made on the Vintage Collection
Yep.
version.
Another mainline figure.
Yep.
Fall 2024. Pre-order tomorrow. Don't miss out, including Hasbro Pulse. That's my line, guys. You mentioned being a parrot. I will parrot that every time. That's my line.
I have
You
not
just need a
entered.
button that you can just play and hold the microphone up to.
Yes. Okay. All right. Ahsoka. That was amazing. Obviously, another relevant show. We're going to hit some items from The Mandalorian. First one is going to be Black Series, so keep going.
Okay, that's right.
The
Yes.
Imperial.
Oh, the
Armored
So this is the
Commando.
Imperial. Yeah, sorry, the Imperial Armored Commando.
Yeah.
So this was a really cool trooper variant that we saw at the very end of season 3. I love this trooper design, and this is a completely new figure. He comes with 2 blasters and his jetpack. So he just looks amazing. We're really, really happy with how this figure turned out. He's a great troop builder. Really will help sit alongside a lot of the other Mandalorian figures that we have. Pretty much all the new trooper designs that have been coming out pretty much since Rogue One, I have loved, and this one might be one of my favorites.
Well, and this one to me feels a lot like some of those early McQuarrie and
It
Joe
did.
Johnston sketches.
Yeah.
I mean, where it's kind of the Super Trooper in a way.
Yeah.
It's like that sort of look and vibe, and like all the subtleties of like the undersuit color versus the gray armor colors and all that. Like, I think there's a lot of really cool stuff.
And the
going
thing
on
I
with
think
this
I
guy.
like most about these troopers and like the trooper variants, especially if you go from like the Phase 1 clones all the way to the Stormtroopers into the Mandalorians, they all kind of have a similar design language across a lot of them. So
Right.
like this one reads like a mix between an Imperial and a Mandalorian a little bit, with kind of the armor
Yeah.
pieces and stuff.
Yeah,
It's a
clearly
really
telling
cool
a progressive story.
Yeah,
there.
and it tells like kind of a lived-in like innovation design. Like coming from a designer, I just like the
it's not in a vacuum. It's like informed by the
it
world
feels,
it's in.
exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what I really like about
It
these.
just was a really cool trooper that we saw in season
was.
3. When
Well,
it
and some
showed
amazing
up.
action, like
When
those
it showed,
guys.
right?
Yeah.
The action was amazing. He does come with 2 weapons as well. I
Yes.
don't, like if you mentioned that. So
Well, the great backpack.
Yeah, and the
And the
jetpack and
jetpack,
everything.
yep.
So yeah, like this is a great like
Troop
troop
builder.
builder and
Yes,
everything to
great
be able to
troop builder.
add into this into our line.
yeah, can you believe it? Number 42.
Wow,
in the
okay.
42
Mando lineup.
figures in the Mandalorian is a lot of
That's a
figures.
lot of figures.
It's hard to believe that I've worked on 42 Mandalorian figures so far,
And
just
counting,
for that
right?
one.
Yeah, it was
for
just
one
such
show.
a good season 3 too. This one was such a cool trooper. To your point, troop builder.
Yeah.
So another mainline figure, fall of 2024. Get it tomorrow on pre-order.
Yeah.
Okay, the next one more for Black Series.
Oh, this one's great.
Yeah, so this is a new deluxe IG-12 that comes with Grogu and 2 Anzellans.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes, yes.
That
Thank
was
you.
a really iconic moment. I loved hearing him like just spam the yes and the no and stuff.
Yes.
And yeah, we're all very excited about this one. This is a brand new IG unit. So this is at the proper scale. Some of the previous IG units, the IG-11 that we did previously, were kind of underscaled. This one is at proper height.
Full height, yeah.
So this one does have an articulating chest in order to get him to open up so you can slide in either the Anzellans or Grogu.
I like the two little, like the little joystick knobs.
Yeah, exactly.
So that, yeah, you can kind of see them there in some of the images.
Yeah, and the joystick knobs do fit into their hands and stuff. You can kind of articulate those to be able to get those to fit into the hands.
Yeah.
The head on the IG-12 does articulate, and they
all the
spin.
different
Yeah, they all spin. This one has articulating hands, so you can get them to open and close the hands.
The fingers.
Yeah, and the fingers and stuff on him. And then, he comes with 2 Anzellans, which we saw. One of the ones that we're including is the one that drives him out when he first introduces him.
That's really cool. Yeah, and of course it was just such an iconic moment, and the fact that all 3 fits in the chest plate when you open it up. Another mainline figure, fall 2024, deluxe figure, and it's just an amazing iconic moment.
It is.
To get out there.
Yeah, this one has been a long time coming, especially being able to get that updated IG unit and stuff. It was one that we've been wanting to update for a while, so it's exciting.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to move on to vintage. Another great character, deluxe as well.
Yeah, this is one I think we've all been waiting for a long time.
We've waited this for a long time.
Yeah, like the appearance of him in the show was fantastic. It's Cobb Vanth, and here he is with all that great weathered armor from Fett. It's the most weathered we saw of that armor, I think.
I think it definitely
the
is.
patch on the back, all that stuff. It's and it this figure. I think you said it previously. Emily really knocked it out of the park.
Oh, she did a great job on this.
Yeah.
And
all the way down to that Marshall belt buckle, all that stuff. And in every sense, this fits that deluxe idea.
He comes with a lot of stuff. So he comes with the blaster pistol, blaster rifle, jetpack with flame effects, as you can see in the imagery, interchangeable helmet, so much deco on that armor, like you mentioned, and obviously just a heavily armored deco figure.
Yeah, and and just to be clear, this is the removable head helmet swap deal. So this isn't a helmet that fits over top of that head. So we really wanted to nail all the proportions on that stuff right. He's a fantastic figure, and VC 343 for this one.
Well, you just spoiled the.
Well, VC 343 doesn't spoil it, but
VC does spoil it because normally our deluxe figures don't have
true.
VC numbers. Chris,
right.
come on.
But here you guys go. Here's a great look
Yeah.
at what we're switching to for vintage collection deluxe figures. I know there's been a lot of requests to get them back on blisters, and this is the first one for you guys.
Yes.
I think it's a great one to lead the way.
So good.
So that you see here, the card back's a little wider because the bigger package we need for those figures. We can really nail that stuff down, and we still get that great card back image. It fits right in with the rest of your figures and blistered stuff. So really cool look, and I think a great solve for differentiating from our mainline figures.
Just slightly wider, but still has that great blister, to your point, great card back. So it's just, we wanted to differentiate, but it showcases all the great accessory it comes with. Yeah. And we will keep the VC numbering, as Chris mentioned. So this one will continue that VC.
Spoiled.
You spoiled yourself by 2 seconds.
Okay.
And plus, this is a recap of the panel. So I think everybody's already celebrating.
Yeah, you guys are
home.
Probably already chatting about this online.
Yeah, so I'm really glad that we're able to get back to this. We've heard a lot of fan commentary about it as well. So hopefully everyone enjoys it. All right. More vintage news. It's a big one. Can you please make the sound?
I can't make the sound.
I don't think I can make the sound either.
Let's hear you make the sound.
I can't. I can't
go down the
gauntlet. No.
All right.
Just pull that out.
All right. This one is the Blurg. This is a fantastic new addition to the vintage collection. Another really cool creature. And you see the Blurg here with a Mando figure on it, and there's a fantastic update to Mando in this release. This Mando has barbell hips. I know that's been an ask. People have been hammering that home for us, and this was a great way for us to do that. It really lets him ride
for that
the Blurg.
season 1 outfit that we saw with the Blurg.
And this outfit is very unique to that scene.
Yes,
it's such an early
so.
outfit. He's actually got a different armor piece on his right shoulder. So it's a great update, a unique figure in that way that we haven't done before.
And the creature itself, I mean, it's amazing to be able to have like that, like iconic of a creature in there.
It's a cool scale.
It's a cool scale. It fits really well within the line. It's not too big. It's not too small. It's like this nice rideable thing, and he just looks cool. He looks really cool, especially with the articulated mouth and everything.
Yeah,
and
so he has articulation is hips, knees, ankles, shoulders, tail, and to your point, the jaw.
Yeah.
And you can even lift up that jaw, like the imagery, some of the photography.
Yeah.
The photo studio had fun.
Yeah. And great weathering on him. He's got a wash over the body to really accentuate all that like finely sculpted skin detail on him. And we've got the card back for Mandalorian here, and it's because he's so specific to that scene. It was fun to be able to put an image on the card back of him riding that blurg too.
Yep.
So a great addition there. Yep. He is VC 335, so that's a fun one. We get that in there. But then you see some great photos on the packaging itself. Just
and the packaging,
the studio doing
they
some
really
fun
tried
stuff.
to just capture those moments that we saw in season 1 at the end of season 1. So you'll see them like just represented throughout the packaging.
Yeah.
So you even see on the side, it's a little hard to tell here, but like
there are great little moments all around
Mando
that
on
package.
his back. Yeah, it was just it's amazing.
The packaging on these,
dioramas.
there's so much detail that goes into this packaging.
absolutely.
Yeah, being able to build out these little dioramas, even for stuff like this, is so much fun, and seeing that come to life. And I think it helps fans and even us visualize how we can use these figures for photography and like how expansive that universe is.
So this is a fan channel and Amazon exclusive, including Hasbro Pulse, fall 2024 item. Pre-order all the Mandalorian figures that we revealed and all the Ahsoka figures. Pre-order available tomorrow. Same details, 7/27 starting at 5 p.m. Eastern time. So get it tomorrow. All right, one more big one.
Well, one more thing quickly on the blurg before we go off of that. I do want to mention for everybody that the blurg, I will confirm for you that the blurg fits in your Razor Crests. I know that's going to be a question a lot of people will ask. We planned for that all the way back when we did the Razor Crest. I had the files. Lucasfilm was great to share the 3D files of the blurg with us even back then. So I was able to scale that to the vintage collection size and make sure we built the Razor Crest big enough to hold the blurg so you can recreate that scene. It's really cool. And if you're at the show or have seen the images
at the panel, there was a diorama panel where we made sure the blurg fit into the
highlighting
Razor
the blurg coming in out of the back of the ship. So very cool. But just wanted to mention that. Yeah.
Great call. Thank you for chiming in there. One more big reveal for vintage.
A great one here, yeah.
Also from The Mandalorian.
Yeah, also from The Mandalorian. This is a really cool playset. The Armorer's Forge with a new version of the armor in here and a little Grogu. He's got the chest medallion on there. But you see all the details of the forge. That accessory case, the anvil, like all the different tongs and tools. Just
5 pairs of tongs, interchangeable head, an anvil with the interchangeable head.
And there's a lot, and it's 5 pairs that you can take out and play with.
Yes, a cabinet
but there's
where you
a bunch
can store.
in the cabinet that are sculpted into the cabinet to like build out that richness.
I love all the customization that goes into this. Like you can really make your display your own with this, with the amount of accessories and little bits and pieces that are in there.
Yeah, you can even change out the head on the anvil, so you can go over to a more domed one, like you're working on helmets.
Exactly.
Or a flat one, like you're working on shoulder armor. Like so all sorts of that.
Of course, you have the forge itself, which looks
Oh,
spectacular.
It does look. It looks really cool,
with
and it's
the points
so
of blue flames on it that you notice.
The team did great, like making sure that those clear flame pieces were molded in a separate mold, so we can make them blue tinted, so that they have that great lighting effect. And when they catch light just right, like oh man, it looks like the things.
And she also has the jetpack that you can like put the jetpack on the back of the figure.
Great new addition to this figure, along with the soft goods.
Shoulder soft goods fur.
So that jetpack like made a great appearance when everybody else was flying around.
Exactly, and then
and this was a really cool way to get that out.
We did have to give Grogu a little moment there with the Rondo armor underneath. That really
the Beskar medallion.
So adorable. And Grogu is loose in there, but their armor is VC331.
Yeah.
Is carded.
Yeah.
So this is also up for pre-order, fall 2024 Hasbro Pulse and Disney Store. Pre-order at Hasbro Pulse tomorrow. and it will be available on Disney Store at a later time. Cool. So, all right, one more small reveal for Vintage. Close us out.
Yeah. So, well, this one, I think we are all big fans of a certain gaming series from
we've
Jedi
seen
Survivor.
Some Great Hero, right?
Like this is a lot of rich content.
Yeah,
Like, there's
Jedi
so many
Survivor
characters
is
in this.
packed with like trooper variants, everything. Like they have a lot of stuff in there, a lot of things that like we've seen in other shows and stuff. It's really
Well,
cool
just
to be
like
able to.
fun stuff. Like
Yeah.
we've got like in our booth, we've already shown in the Cal Kestis in the Imperial officer disguise.
So having
Very cool,
the heroes out there are key, but to your point, just wanted to get a bad guy trooper out there, right?
Yeah, and this is a cool one. It's
Jetpack
that
Trooper.
Jetpack Trooper VC 336, and just a nice, fun addition and another troop builder that I think really rounds that out and builds out that.
And these were fun enemies to fight in the game, so to be able to like kind of have these out there to be able to pose with your figures from the game, I think these guys are cool. And trooper variants are always sweet.
Yeah, we're just trying to touch all of these great entertainments because Lucasfilm has so much.
Well,
to
yeah,
give us.
we're in an age of wealth of entertainment.
A little for everyone. Okay, that was our reveals from our panels today. So amazing stuff. Thank you guys for recapping it all. I know we just talked about it. Talk about it again. We can talk about it more if anyone is here and wants to come stop by the booth. We did show a lot of pipeline reveals.
We did.
too.
We showed a lot of
let's just go
pipelines.
through them
You can run
quickly.
through that, yeah.
We'll start with Black Series.
Yep. So we have the Black Series pipelines first. First, we pipeline Kelnaka from the Acolyte.
Yes.
So really excited to finally get him into the line. And then next up, we have Moff Gideon in his Dark Trooper outfit. This was a awesome look for that character, and like the helmet is really iconic. So be able to get him in. Then up next, we have his Praetorian Guards. You can't have Moff Gideon without the Praetorian Guards. Then next up, we have Anakin from the Ahsoka series in his Clone Wars era armor.
Great world between worlds.
Yeah, the world between worlds scene. Then next up, we have Phase 1 Clone Captain Rex. This is also from Ahsoka. So I know that we're showing the animated stuff here, but it is his Ahsoka live action look.
Yep.
Next up.
And next up, we have Clone Commander Bakara.
Yes.
So this is his episode 3 look, as we've seen in there. We had Kiadi Mundi, so we had to have Bakara in there.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense.
Again, like you said, troopers always
Exactly.
great,
All
yeah.
troopers are always great. Then we have the BX Commando droid. So this is
Separatist droid.
one of the final droids that we haven't had from the Separatist army. So this will start to really round out that droid army.
And last
Cool.
one.
We have
Big
Prince
favorite,
Caesar
yeah.
from Shadows of the Empire. So
yes.
this one, we're really excited to get him out there. He is a very unique character.
Yeah, cannot
More to
wait to
come
talk
on
more
that
about
one.
that guy. Yeah, that's going to be
More
fun.
to come. More to come. Okay, we do have a role play pipeline as well.
Oh, we do have a role play
Yes.
pipeline. That's right. I almost forgot about that.
Oh, how
All right,
could
so
you?
for our role play pipeline, that's right. We're going to do a Balin Skull Force Effects Elite Lightsaber. That great color. One of the biggest tilts ever. Like,
Yes.
more on that later, but like, it's
Don't
really
spoil
cool.
it again. We're gonna do an amazing
VC, no,
character.
it's not VC.
VC numbering.
They're on a
all
card
our
back. It'll be
premier-
crazy.
Yeah.
This is
Imagine.
the biggest deluxe card back ever.
That was a joke.
Yes,
It was not
it's
real.
not gonna be on a card back.
No. All right. We're gonna do some vintage ones. You wanna do
All
the
right,
honors?
yeah, let's run through the vintage pipelines real quick here. First up, we have a great Jedi Master from the Acolyte in Dara.
Jedi Master and Dara, yeah.
Yep. Next
else?
up, we have Yord Fandar. So
Nice.
we're starting to get into all the fun stuff here. So then we've got Daedra from Andor,
Yep.
that Imperial officer outfit. We have Obi-Wan Kenobi. This one I've been anxious to do for a while.
Same.
This is that really cool outfit from the very end of the Obi-Wan show.
Yes.
Like, I feel like that was his coolest outfit. in a
I
show.
agree. I think that's my
it's
favorite
his
of his
finale
outfits.
outfit.
So, yeah, like, we're
the
not going to
epitome.
blather on too much about him. Yeah.
Okay. We're
We'll
not
do
gonna
that later.
spoil
We'll
our
blather
pipeline.
later.
Yes. Okay.
Next up, we have a Phase 1 clone trooper from Ahsoka, the Lieutenant. A cool figure there. And then last up, we have a Mandalorian, also from Ahsoka, from those World Between Worlds episodes.
Yes.
So
we
really
have
cool.
two more vintage.
Oh, that's right. There are 2 more. Oh, man, the best for last.
Yes, go ahead. You
All
can
right.
do the honors.
Okay. Here they are. Balin Skull and Shin Hati. Both of them, yes. I know everybody has wanted these. We are getting to them, and they are amazing
I could
figures.
hear the cheers at home. Thank you guys for letting us know how
I
important
know
they
the
are.
cheers are still echoing. That's awesome.
to your collection.
So,
We're glad that we're able to deliver it at some point soon.
Yeah.
Okay, that was our panel. Amazing work, guys. Thank you guys so
Yeah,
much
absolutely.
for sharing
Yeah.
more about each of
So
them
fun.
with fans
And
at home.
thank you, everyone that has come by the booth already, everyone that came to the panel, everyone that's continuing to talk to us. It's been great to talk to all of you.
And
Yeah.
for those at home, I hope this was a good, view into everything that we showed at the
yeah,
panel.
please make comments. Let
Let
us
us
know
know.
your thoughts. We love hearing from everybody. So, and here at the show, it's super important to have that interaction with everybody.
We are so lucky to be here.
And we need to get
Yes,
back
we
down
are.
and
Extremely.
talk to everybody coming out of the panel. Don't want to take too much time away from them. I'm sure there are lots more questions.
Yes.
So.
Thank you guys so much.
you.
See you all next time. Bye.
All right. See ya.
See ya.